One of the things that's always bothered me about IFAs and pension advisors is, first of all, did they ever spend time with you? Did they ever take you out for a dinner? For all my clients who are on my Great Investments program, we've got a dinner on Thursday, and they're all going to meet each other. Okay, great. They can all speak to each other. You're not going to get an IFA doing that because they know all their clients are going to be miserable. The other rule that I have is they've got unlimited access to me. I've taken calls at midnight, pre-booked calls at midnight on a Sunday from the Maldives. And I didn't do that just so I could talk about it afterwards. It was because, well, I had a gap. I had a slot. I could take that call. Wanted to. You've got to enjoy it. It can't be, well, sorry, office hours are 9 to 5, bugger off. I've just answered half a dozen emails this morning that I happen to have, which is fine because I've got some of the time. Now I'm going to go play with my son. You can fit it all in if you love what you do. The problem with the IFA industry is they don't do that. And the other thing is they won't let you speak to the fund managers. Now, I'm an FCA regulated hedge fund manager. I have no issue speaking to clients, right? They'll always have salespeople getting in the way, whether it's IFAs or brokers or whatever, because they're too big for you. And I'm not surprised some of these funds have 7 billion under management. When are the fund managers ever going to speak to the clients? But that's the fund manager's problem. Why should it become your problem? They have a habit in the pension industry of making their problems your problems. And the way they do that is this. They say, well, first of all, we've got so much money to manage, we can't speak to you, we don't have time for you, and you accept it. We'll send you a letter once a month where we'll give you a whole load of narrative about the broader market so you assume we're clever and we know what the hell we're doing. Well, you know what? Meteorologists can't even forecast the weather that accurately. What makes you think fund managers can forecast the market? That's not the business they should be in. They should be in the business of saying, if we tick all the boxes with these companies for valuation, for growth, for dividend deals, then if there's a tailwind in the market, which we can't necessarily forecast, our kite should fly high. And if there isn't, they should be resilient enough that we can take some shelter into cash. Okay? They can't even think like that. The other problem that they have, other than spending time with you and not having access to the manager, so you don't have access to the knowledge because you don't have access to the manager, which is what I give my clients. I say unlimited access to me. I don't manage your money, by the way, because then there's a conflict of interest if I'm managing your money. I give you the data so you can manage it yourself, and the access to me unlimited, so you've got the know-how, and a whole bunch of little videos that I've done to teach you how to do it anyway, so you don't have to have one-to-one tutorials with me. You could learn it. It's the only way we've found which works, because it avoids conflicts of interest where I'm having to charge fees. Because if I'm charging you fees every week, every month, every year, then my conflict kicks in. If I get a percentage of your profits, my conflict kicks in. If I get a percentage of your assets under management, my conflict kicks in. Some of those conflicts are, well, it's other people's money, let's take a bigger risk. Other conflicts are, well, if I just buy them tons of stocks and not see them that often, they can't give me a headache anyway, and if it goes down, who cares? By the very action of saying there won't be ongoing fees, there won't be, you'll be able to meet and we'll have regular meetings, unlimited access. Not only are you avoiding those conflicts, but you're enforcing upon yourself a level of due diligence and care, a level of care for the client that just doesn't exist in the pensions industry. Now, when I was a pensions barrister, these things were becoming apparent to me. When I moved into finance and set up my own fund, it became very clear that customer service was just absolutely abhorrent. So anyway, just thought I'd share some of those pension thoughts with you. There's some links in the bio. You can follow those. Have a look at alpishpatel.com/links as well if you'd like to know more.